Okay, now we're going to look at another shape to make sure in the minors, let's say we have a root shape minor, 2 4 6 2 4 6, right there, big staircase, 2 4 6 2 4 6. All right, now we want to start on a 3 minor. We're going to go over here, 3 5 7 3 5 7, same exact shape, going up a kind of like a shallow step there, then a big steep step, and then a normal staircase. Over here, 3, a shallow step here, then a steep step to the 3rd, and a normal staircase, with the 6 starting from the relative root of the 6, which is 6. We got there our shallow step, our steep step, and then a normal staircase. So we've got the exact same shapes everywhere. So that's what gave me the idea, to make all these charts. That's what gave me the idea to put the 3 majors each in the same pattern board. This is a pattern stack. It's not warped, and as you know from previous lessons, if we're going to warp this, we're going to go like this, and we're going to say, okay, let's grab 6 notes, let's grab 6 strings. Okay, so make these go away, and then we're going to warp this over here, right? And we're going to square that up there, and now it's a fretboard, right? Now we've got basically G shape, because G always starts on 6. Why? Because when you play a G, G shape G, key of G, the E becomes the 6th. So there's your 6 right there. Now, look at the 2. Okay, so if you want to play a G-shaped F, okay, I have to take the capo off here, but you're going to be doing one of these things. I'll just put the capo way down there to save my fingers. Now it's a G-shaped F. Okay, so there's your 4th. So the capo note becomes, the open string, low string becomes the 2 there. Okay? So, like I say, if you move that up to the fret nut, you're going to have the E becoming the 2. The E becoming the 6, rather. If you wanted to pretend that was, this was the 4th, what is G the 4th of? G, that would be the key of D. E would be the 2nd. If you want to pretend that the G is the 5th, okay, so it's going to be the key of C there, and then E would become the 3rd there. Okay, so that's how that works. Now, I've gone and warped these things for us in a chart. So I've gone ahead and warped these things up for us, so we don't have to do the warping and, the grab 6 strings and then warp it over. I've done all 5 key of K's for you. And that's not arbitrary. It's not arbitrary that, my elbow's cold, but it's not arbitrary that, I choose 5 keys like that. Okay, it seems fairly arbitrary when we play the keys of K, C, A, G, E, D. Alright, it seems arbitrary, but when you make the patterns, okay, where these patterns originally came from, do I have them up here? Yeah. So our 2 little pattern stacks up here, way up here, our majors and our minors. These are the patterns, 3 notes per note, or 3 possibilities per note in the same pattern, all P4ths tuning, major and then minor. But these patterns also have the tritone arpeggios here. The triad arpeggios, root, 3, 5, root 3, 5. Now, if I was to do the pentatonics in here, they might start to interfere with one another. I could look into that, but I'm pretty sure they interfere with one another. So we'd lose integrity there. We want to know how to do arpeggios because any chord can be formed from an arpeggio. Once you do the arpeggios, you get the different chords, you get the inversions. So that's a very powerful tool. So that's what the coloration is. But you could look at these patterns right here, and they could all be done in just the normal numbers. Okay, and it would still hold true. Now, these are your string shapes that are in here, and of course they're different for, so if you're looking at the first number, let's say over here you're looking at this 3 down here, right? So what's happened is I put it together into a fretboard. Looking at this 3 here, the D shape would go with this 3. So D is 2, 3, 4. Why? Because when you're playing a D pentatonic or diatonic scale, okay, the bottom string of that D shape is 2, 3, 4. Now that's string shape theory. This isn't the best diagram to show it on. So this D pertains to 2, 3, 4. The A shape pertains to 5, 6. And the G shape pertains to 6, 7, and root. That's the name of that concept. So I've gone ahead and warped over these things, and when we do each string separately from, we don't have a regular fretboard, but we can do it from up here. Not fretboard. Whoop, come on over. A regular pattern stack, 10 string pattern stack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there you go. So 10 string pattern stack. When we grab 6 strings at a time, 6 to 6, 2 to 2. Okay, then I added these numbers. This would be something like, 7 to 7 there, and all that, and then this 7. This, when we grab 6 strings 5 times, we come up with these 5 keys and warp them over. So these are the warped over keys of caged at the fret nut normally tuned. Drew the fret nut for these guys right here. So the warping's already done, the warping that I do, and grab the 6. We've got the 6 already set. Here's your G. E becomes the 6th. These are no plays, but I'm just leaving them there because you never know. As soon as you try to oversimplify something. This is D, starts from 2, goes to 2. Okay, this is the capo pattern. All right, so it'd be like 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3. Okay, there's your first one. The second one is an A shape, 4th. Okay, it's an A shape. It actually is the same shape as the D. So this I've learned this already. This D, G, A only pertains to the first numbers. Okay, so this isn't entirely correct. This 2, 5, 6 doesn't go D, G, A. The 5, which is A shaped there,